Hey, welcome to a new Project Camp update. So we bought a piece of land and are prototyping another way of living. We're not really sure how this is gonna go, but let's see. So you might have seen in the previous update that it's still pretty early days and very basic here.
Wet sucks.
I mean, there isn't that much infrastructure. So you might wonder, like, how does it work? How do you cook, wash your clothes, shower, or even go to the toilet? So in this update I'm going to show you the current basic infrastructure I'm using. It's temporary and it's going to improve over time, but very crucial at the moment. So let's start off by getting some water.
The walk is about 20 minutes south from the land, and on the way you find very welcoming dogs everywhere.
I'm new here, okay?
And this thing.
Cool tripod.
No, not that tree, but this thing.
Look over there. Almost, no?
So here we are at the water tap. It's an old spring from 1904. It's great to get fresh drinking water. I generally fill it up with this 20-liter jerrycan, which happened to fit perfect in this backpack. Super nice, because that saves me one very sour arm. Then a little fresh up and walk back to the land. Next, the toilet. Let me show you how this is made. It's very basic, like very basic. But every time I use it, I like to think I give a present to the land.
That's a poophole.
And this is kind of everything there is currently on the land. Yep, life is pretty basic. But let me show you some more advanced infrastructure. But for this we need to have a 40-minute cycle to the nearby town. And it's been raining quite a lot in these last days, but it's a nice cycle when it's dry in the sun.
Yeah, downhill.
So here's the center of the town, and let's start with the most important thing. Internet. They got it. Public Wi-Fi. And I did not expect this, but it's just really perfect.
Look at the internet speed here. 99 megabytes per second. This thing is just max. Woo.
This is great to get some work done, upload videos or do meetings. But I would add that today is a very nice and sunny day. This is not always like this. As you can see, it also tends to rain here. A lot. So when it rains, there's this option, the library. And there's really no one here ever. I don't know if it's because of Corona or just outdated books. I mean, to be fair, it's kinda cold without heating. But again, the internet here is just great.
Top speed in the library.
Very efficient place to work, very peaceful. Okay, next, washing clothes. This happens
Right there. So here's my washing machine. Wash. 8 kilograms.
and it does take a bit of waiting, but it does give nice fresh clothes. Next up, showers. And this was quite a tricky one to find. It took some out of the box thinking. But I found a swimming pool.
Busy times. So yeah, it's not a super busy swimming pool, but it's cool. Cool that they're still open during Corona. And later, afterwards, we have a shower there to rinse off all the chloride. There's actually quite some chloride here in the water. And then we showered, or clean.
And it's really great having this pool around, especially when you get wet and cold on the land. This bath gives a proper deep warm clean. So yeah, I'm quite happy with these basics.
So I was walking around here on the land and I would say I discovered quite a big thing. But let me show you guys. We have to go up to the rock onto the pathway here. Almost there. It's on top of there.
I discovered that there's actually internet here on this rock, high in the land. I mean, that saves quite a lot of hassle going to, for every little fart or email going to Santa Comadao. I actually have some phone reception here, which is kind of a big upgrade, I would say.
So this is the new office space. Only works when it's not raining, but it has a pretty good view.
And this week I actually got a pretty cool new thing. It is the map of this land, because we never really had the latest official map.
So up until now we've seen the borders of the land mainly by just walking around with the neighbors and the owner and they say where it is. But here we now officially have the document of where the borders are. I would say this is still a bit abstract because you can't really put in perspective. So I put it on top of a satellite map, so it's a bit better to see where it really goes. This would have also been very handy while I was making the pathways to see where the route would go. But one interesting part is this one, because some neighbors said this was their land, but on the map officially it says it's our land. So I think we still need to figure that one out. And now I also started drawing the map here on a Google map, so an interactive one, so we can really browse around more and see the borders of the land. So here you see the workspace and there the kitchen, very tiny compared to the size of the land. So yeah, that's what we're doing now here in the office.
Okay, so you must think, wow, Dave, that's a lot of big upgrades. I mean, you have internet, you know the borders of your land because you have a map. But no, that's not the big upgrade. The biggest upgrade I made by far is this one. Yeah. Yeah, you saw that right, rubber boots. Alright, so that was this update. All the infrastructure currently being used, plus a few upgrades. If you want to see all the updates we're gonna do, make sure to subscribe for all the stuff that's coming in the future. If you want to see the previous updates of what we did so far, make sure to watch here. And if you like this project and want to make sure we can continue development, make sure to visit support.projectcamp.com. Thanks for watching and see you next time.